Hello all, welcome back to my YouTube channel all about VLSI. In this video, we are going to start the implementation of wrapping burst. In our previous session, we have seen how to implement your incremental burst. Now in this video, let us try to see how to implement your wrapping burst. So before that, before going to implement your wrapping burst, we need to understand few concepts in this wrapping burst, then only we can go forward. So, first of all, we need to have a good understanding of how to calculate your WRAP boundary. So, how to calculate our WRAP boundary? The formula for our WRAP boundary is nothing but we already have seen in our sessions also. The formula for calculating our WRAP boundary is nothing but H size into H burst is our formula for calculating our WRAP boundary. Now, in our particular example, in our development of our code, we are considering this H size as a 4 byte and our H burst can vary. Okay. Let's say suppose our H burst is WRAP 4. Okay. Let's say it is WRAP 4. Then the WRAP boundary is nothing but 16 byte. It is nothing but 16 byte WRAP boundary. Now let's say if our head size is constant, we are developing this particular code and we are maintaining this head size as a constant that is 4 byte. Let's say this head size it is nothing but 4 byte and our H burst, let's say it is WRAP 8, then it is 8. So 4 into 8 that is nothing but 32 byte. So we have a 32 byte WRAP boundary. So what do you mean by WRAP boundary and what are we calculating? If you haven't watched the previous sessions, I recommend you to please watch the WRAP boundary, WRAP calculation addresses. Those are the things. You will get a clear idea of what we are discussing here. Okay. Now, so as we have calculated our WRAP boundary, let's say of if our WRAP boundary we have got as WRAP boundary we have got like let's say it has a 16 byte. Okay. Now let's say if our starting address is this is our starting address. Let's say if our starting address is around 0, this is our starting address. Then what will be our next address? It will be equal to 4, and next address will be equal to 8, and next address will be equal to C. And we have reached our 16 byte WRAP boundary. We have reached our 16 byte address boundary, and after this we should go back to 0. Okay, this is nothing but our transfer. This is how we are going to transfer, right? Now for example, if our starting address is equal to 4, then our next address should be equal to 8, and next address should be equal to C, and next the address, since we have reached to the WRAP boundary, we should go back to 0. Okay. Now here, what are we going to do? We are going to our starting address. So what we should do is we need to calculate the base address. We need to calculate the base address. So let's see how to calculate your base address. If we have WRAP boundary and everything calculated, let's see how to calculate your base address. Now let's say if our WRAP boundary is equal to 16 byte. Now we need to calculate the starting address. So how to calculate the starting address or the base address? So for calculating your base address or nothing but your starting address, we have one more formula, that is starting address. So base address is equal to starting address of WRAP underscore size minus 1, not of WRAP size minus 1. Okay. Or you can say WRAP boundary minus 1. You can say anything. Or WRAP boundary minus 1. This is what we are going to do. For example, let us say if our starting address is equal to 0. Let's say this is our starting address. Our starting address is equal to 0. And our WRAP boundary is equal to 16 byte. That is nothing but 0x10. This is nothing but our WRAP boundary. Now, what are we going to do is we are going to uh, perform AND operation between this starting address and the complement of this particular WRAP size minus 1. WRAP size minus 1. We should make the complement of WRAP size minus 1. Okay. So what is WRAP size minus 1? We will get 0x0f. This is our WRAP size minus 1, and we need to make the complement of this address, that is nothing but 1 0. This is what we are going to get if we perform the complement. You can expand this. This is nothing but 4 zeros and 4 ones. Okay. If you expand this, you are going to get this. So if you complement this, you are going to get 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0. Okay. So it is nothing but F0. Sorry. This is nothing but F0. Okay. So this is nothing but our F and 0. And we are going to perform bitwise AND operation between our starting address and this address which we have calculated, that is nothing but 0 0x00 AND operation with F0. So our resultant will be 0 only. So this is our base address we should go after reaching our WRAP boundary. This is our base address we should go after reaching our WRAP boundary. Now let's say if our starting address is 4. Okay. Now we already know if our head size is equal to 4 byte, that and all constant, and if it is a WRAP 4 burst and 16 byte boundary we will get. So next address will be equal to 8, and next will be equal to C, and next will be equal to 0. This we already know. This sequence we have already discussed in our sessions also. Now for this we need to write down the code. So what is the formula? Base address, that is base address is the address where you are going to after reaching the WRAP boundary. That is nothing but our base address. Base address is the address which you are going to after reaching the WRAP boundary. That is nothing but your base address. Okay. Base address is equal to, what is your WRAP boundary? It is nothing but 0x10. 0x10. So this is our WRAP boundary -1, and we should perform a complement of this, and bitwise AND operation with the starting address. Our starting address in this case is 4. Our starting address in this case is 4. Now what is going to happen? So here it is again the same thing, that is nothing but F0, 0x F0, bitwise AND operation with 0x04. So here we are again getting 0 is our base address. Here also you can see after reaching the WRAP boundary, we should go to the base address, that is nothing but 0. Okay. From this formula also we will get our base address as 0 0. So you are going to the base address when you are reaching your WRAP boundary. After only you are going to your base address. Okay. Now let us take one more final example. Let's say if your starting address is equal to 14, then your next address should be equal to 18, then next address should be equal to 1C, and next you should wrap back to the starting address, that is nothing but it is equal to 10. Okay, so this should be your address sequences in the case of your WRAP 4. Now, so if we apply the formula, then we are going to get base address which is equal to starting address, which is nothing but in this case it is 14, bitwise AND operation with complement of, what is the complement we are getting for WRAP boundary? It is nothing but the same, that is F0. Okay. For 16 byte boundary, this will be the complement which we will get. Okay. Now, if we perform the AND operation between these two, then that is nothing but 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0, and it is 1 1 1 1, and here it is 0 0 0 0, which is nothing but 1 followed by all zeros, and it is 0 0 0 0. This value is nothing but 0x10. So this is the base address we should go back when we are reaching our WRAP boundary. Okay. So here also we can see we are after reaching this WRAP boundary, we are going to 0x10. So this is how we are using this particular formula inside our code, and we are calculating to which base address we should go after reaching our WRAP boundary. Okay. Yes. So I hope this particular explanation is clear. If you have any doubts or any queries, please feel free to comment in the comment section so that I can help you with it. Okay. Yes. So let us see the logic for writing your WRAP. So this was the master code which we were developing previously, and the code is also available in the description, so you can check it out. So this was a code which we were implementing previously. Now here I'm going to add a small logic. So we were implementing for INCR, we were implementing a small count logic, And let us include one more logic for wrapping. Now, if my present underscore state is equal to write state data, and my beat length is equal to 4, and my h ready is equal to 1, and my wrap enable is equal to 1. And if my wrap enable is equal to 1, then I am going to begin this. So here, if my present state is equal to write state data, then what I am going to do is, first I am going to increment my counter. Count is equal to count plus 1 tick binary 1. Count is equal to count plus 1. Then, so here I am going to increment my counter. Count is equal to count plus 1 tick binary 1. So count is equal to count plus 1 tick binary 1. And here I'm going to end this if block, and I'm going to increment my counter logic, and here I'm going to check if my address underscore internal is divisible by 16. That is, if it is a multiple of 16, then it will yield a remainder which is nothing but 0. So in that particular case, so address underscore internal percentage 16, which is equal to 0, then what I am going to do is, if it is equal to 0, and one more condition I am going to check, if my address underscore internal is not equal to my wrap underscore base, and my address underscore internal is not equal to wrap underscore base, then what I am going to do is, I am going to assign my address underscore internal to my wrap underscore base. Okay. So wrap underscore base calculation we have seen right previously. So this calculation, after we will get a wrap address, that address we are giving it to our address underscore internal. So basically we are wrapping back. That's it. Okay. And followed by else my address underscore internal is equal to address underscore internal plus 1 tick binary 1. Okay. So I'm writing this address underscore internal is equal to address underscore internal plus 1 and followed by end. Okay. That's it. So this is my wrapping address which I have written. And let us write down the calculation for wrapping burst. So in the present state only we will write down our calculation of wrapping burst. So if my wrap underscore enable is equal to 1 and my beat length is equal to 4, then begin. What I'm going to do is, my wrap boundary is fixed because my size is fixed, right? So wrap boundary is equal to tick h0. Okay. Since your data size is fixed and it is a wrap 4 address, so that's why beat length is equal to 4. That's why here it is equal to 10. Wrap boundary is equal to tick h10. Okay. Now that is nothing but 16 byte, and my wrap address or wrap base, it is equal to address underscore internal and operation with complement of wrap boundary minus 1. Okay, this is what I have written. That's it. So from this calculation I will get my wrap base followed by n. Okay, now let's check whether our code is working or not. So let's run the simulation, run behavioral simulation. Only the address changes we need to make out, that's it. So only the address changes, remaining all logic is same. So let us check whether our code is working correctly or not. Before going to run the simulation, we need to make sure that in the test bench we are enabling this wrap condition, wrap underscore enable is equal to 1, and this is our base address, that is 14. Okay, so next our address should wrap back to 10. So let us check it in our waveform. This is our address. So address is initially 14 and it is going to 18. and it is going to 1C, and it is coming back to 10. Okay, and it is going to 14 again. So initially your address is 14, starting address is equal to 14, and it is going to 1A and followed by 1C and 10. So it is wrapping back to 10. Okay, so that means our code is working fine. Yes. So that's about this particular topic, that is wrapping burst, and we have successfully implemented our wrapping burst, and our address is also wrapping back to the initial address.